There's two ways that we search for knowledge. Number one is that we use the file name. So these three dots, if you go to any individual file, these three dots will expand this window. The first search that runs looks for like an 80% match in the file name. So if somebody says like, find me a contract, just know that if you call the residential real estate contract, like they'll get a pretty nice snappy answer. But if you have 47 things titled contract, it's going to get real confused. And then it has to go look at the purpose and the contexts. And so there's like kind of three ways it looks here. So one is file name. Number two is document purpose. We write this summary using our own ingest pipeline. So you don't need to do anything with this. But if what you find is like, it's not like there's a document you're trying to get it to find and it's not finding it consistently, you can always come here and you can edit this all you want and save it. And what you're doing is you're just giving more context to the machine to help it find this stuff. And then you can also edit these contexts. And so you can change these. And so these topics and annotations, they tell the machine, like when people ask about these sorts of things, use this. And then this tells the machine, like, this is what this topic covers inside this document. So you can add new topics. You can delete topics. You can create topics. So like you'll see here, this is a W-9 form and it already has an annotation around this. So it's mapping to that, or you can create brand new ones. And then the not important, these are important because this actually negatively weights. So here, what this is telling the machine is, even though this talks about foreign persons and W-8s, like do not use this form for foreign persons and W-8s because it is not a foreign person, because it's not a W-8 form. So like the machines are kind of stupid, honestly, because they just try to do a simple semantic search. And so if it says W-8 in it anywhere, it'll be like, here's your W-8. So we had to write a bunch of this context stuff ourselves so that we can like proactively tell the machine, like, don't use this for that. So if you start loading a bunch of different contracts that have overlap, you can negatively weight the ones and positively weight the ones. Like a lot of times you'll see like a multifamily or like a multifamily 1 to 4 unit, residential 1 to 4 unit, and then you'll see a multifamily 5 unit, and they're both called like residential contracts. And so we'll use these context weightings so that the machine helps to not get confused. It's pretty good at like the programmatic extraction, but if you're really like the person that's in here tuning and you're watching what the agents are doing, these are all the knobs and dials that we give you to make it smarter, and you can do all of this yourself. You can also just like come in here, and I will tell you, like, this is the fastest way to get support is if you're in the like thing that broke, click support from the thing that broke, and it's going to log the URL that you're on and then send us a message from there. Because when you do that, that's just the fastest way. It goes right into a support queue, and then we can see like what page you were on when you submitted, and then we can help you debug and fix and tell you what's going on. That's the like 10,000 foot mental model of how the thing works. And so I feel like sometimes that's more effective than like just showing you what it can do.